So let's start seated. And of course, if you want to sit up on a block, you are welcome to. And just find that nice lifted rib cage and shift into your hips a little bit. Then take your shoulders and give them a nice roll back and take a deep breath, inhale. Now, really try to reach that right side as high as you can. And then relax your right side and exhale, start to reach your left side as high as you can. And relax that left side. And then on your next breath, exhale, release your arms to the side. Release your shoulders, rotate to your left. Bring your left hand back, bring your right hand across. And then sit tall and inhale, lift out of the sides of your knees. Exhale, try to deepen that rotation. With your next breath, reach your fingertips up. Do that rotation to your right. Bring that left hand across. Again, inhale, lift the sides of the waist. Exhale, deepen the rotation. With your next breath, come all the way up. Bend your knees and wrap your elbows around the outside of your knees. Soften your chin to your chest and pull your spine back, letting your forehead get heavy. Press your outer knees against the inside of your arms. So you feel that space between the shoulder blades widen. And gently roll your neck so that your right ear drops toward your right shoulder. And then gently release your chin and let your neck roll to the left. Then release the chin to center again. Pull against your knees and inhale, lift up top. Find a nice full lift out of your sits bones to the top of the head. Then exhale, pull away and round. Inhale, lift up top. Exhale, pull away and round. Again, pressing those knees toward your inner elbows. This time, as you pull and lift up tall, you're going to release your shoulders, uncross your ankles. Find that still tall seat through the sides of the waist. As your shoulders release away from your ears, hinge your torso back and just find that boat pose. So shins come up parallel to the floor, sides of the waist are lengthened, chin is off the chest. On your exhale, release your fingertips to the sides of your legs, and then lower your toes to the floor. Take those arms and lift, reach them up, come up nice and tall, take a full breath there. Exhale, relax your shoulders off your ears, bring your arms forward, hinge your torso back. Again, those shins come out parallel. You're always welcome to tuck fingertips behind knees if that's a better position for you. And then we lower the toes again. We lift, reach up tall. Now this time we'll keep that tall lift out of the sides of the waist. You'll lift your toes and slowly press your heels forward. Coming right up onto those sits bones, lifting the heels. Again, shoulders come up, ears, arms come forward. On your next exhale, you'll hinge forward, finding a long spine, long back of legs. Make sure your collarbones are lifted, they're reaching forward. Breathe into that hamstring and lower back space. Then on your next breath, inhale, lift your heart up. Drop your fingertips to the side. Relax your legs. Let your chin soften to your chest. And thinking like that standing roll up we often do. We're going to soften the chin in, slowly let the forehead reach down toward the knees, walking the hands to the sides of the body. But you're not pulling your shoulders forward. You're just letting your elbows hang out. You'll nod your head gently side to side, releasing through the spine. Then with your next breath, see if you can lower down a little bit further. And again, we nod the head from side to side. Should feel this all the way up and down the spine. One more time. Maybe those fingertips can walk a little bit further. Those elbows are heavy, and we nod. And then on your next breath, you tone your belly space in. You'll lift your ribcage tall. Step your feet in with hands to the sides of your hips, round forward. Let your chin soften to your chest. Really let the arches of your feet get a little bit of space here. The tailbone is softened to the heels. And then we'll bring those heels to the floor. Let the chest and arms go heavy. We have softness in our knees here as we find our forward fold. With your next breath, you'll bring hands to your shins. You'll lift the sits bones high. Reach the top of the head forward. And we'll anchor through our feet. So we feel the soles of our feet pulling in. We feel our outer heels pushing away. And then as you bend into your knees, move your hands to your thighs. Engage your inner thighs. Exhale. Press round to a cat spine away from your legs. Then look forward. Lift your collarbones. Lower your ribcage down like a cow spine. And then tuck around away cat. Look forward, release cat. This time that cat spine is going to slowly move you all the way up to standing. The shoulders pull away and down. The fingertips will reach toward the floor. Again, we engage through the soles of the feet. We take the deep breath, inhale up. Slowly open your chest as your elbows drop out wide. Your gaze moves upward for goddess pose. Inhale, we reach, bring fingertips to touch, bring hands to heart, and we return to our folds. Here we lift the legs, prepping those legs, and then as you soften your knees, you'll step your right foot fully to the back, wiggle the ball of the foot away, left shin is straight up and down. Hands to both sides, and feel free to put hands on blocks. We'll tap that right knee down as we look forward. Then we'll lift that right knee. You'll push off your left leg and just start lengthening that left hamstring. And then we'll come forward. We'll tap the right knee down, look forward with the heart. And then again, lift that right knee, push off your left, find a little more length through that left side. And then one more time, we'll tap that right knee down. This time we'll lower the toes of the right foot. Bring the hands to that left thigh. Reach the front of your right hip forward. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Look up, find that crescent shape. Inhale, bring your fingertips back down to the floor. Tuck your right toes, lift that right leg. Press off your left. Really try to focus on lifting that left hip bone up and back, stretching through the back of the knee. If you have a little more space, you can lower your rib cage down, maybe walk your hands further forward. Again, if you have blocks, you can use blocks here, especially under that right hand. You can even bring your left hand up onto your thigh if that's a more supported space for you. And then we'll soften that left knee. Here you'll move your left hand to the inside of your left leg. You'll walk your hands to center to find strap. The pinky toes are pushing away. The spine is long, top of the head reaching forward. And then we'll soften the chest down, letting the top of the head hang. Maybe you walk your hands and grab onto your shins or reach through the center of your legs. And we'll take a deep breath. And exhale. And then we'll bring our hands back underneath our shoulders, tone into that belly space, find that long spine again. And we're just going to walk over to the right side of our mat. So right knee is forward, the shin is up, the left toe is pushing away. We'll do that left knee tap down as you look forward, lifting the heart. Then we'll lift that left knee, push off right leg. Again, we're just starting to get into that hamstring. Feel the hip bone pull back. And then we rebend right knee, left knee taps down. We look forward a little higher this time. And then we lift that left knee, push off the right, find a little more length. And then one more time, that left knee comes down, the toes drop under. The hands move to the right thigh, we lift our heart forward. Feel the top of the foot pressing down into the floor, the front of the hip reaching out. The arms come up, we look up, we create a little bit of a back bend, crescent. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Fingertips return to the floor again. Maybe you put a block in on the inside of the foot. Tuck your left toe, lift the knee, push off your right leg. Now we're really focusing on that right hip bone, lifting up, pulling back, stretching through the back of that right leg. Again, right hand can come up onto your thigh if you'd like. And we work towards lengthening the spine. Breathe into your hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Then we bend into that right knee. The right hand moves to the inside. We come back into that straddle as we rotate. We start with a long spine, lifted sits bones, pinky toes pushing away. And then we soften the chest, the head. We move the hands either through the legs, around to your ankles, whatever works best for you. We lift out of those sits bones and exhale. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. We walk to our left. So you're back to where you started. We shift the weight forward, step that left foot back and find your plank pose. Nice toned belly space, inhale. Exhale, press up and through to your down dog, looking back at your toes. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Choosing to bring your knees down if you like. Elbows will hug the ribcage. Soften the hips, drop your toes, slide your elbows forward. If you'd like to stretch your wrists, press back and hands together. The heart's going to lift forward. The top of the head feels like it's trying to touch the ceiling. Maybe you gently lift those elbows away from the floor. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we lower the ribcage down. Move tentative fingertips to the sides of the body. So we're up on those fingertips. They're aligned with the middle of the chest. The shoulders go away. We press up. We take the right shoulder, lift it up. We draw that left shoulder across. Just breathe into that chest and shoulder space. And then that left shoulder lifts up. That right shoulder draws across. We look to the left. Enjoy that space on that side. And then that right shoulder comes up. We lower the ribcage down. Move the hands to the sides of the waist, lengthen the neck, tone the belly space. Exhale, press up. Soften your knees out wide. Sit back into child's pose. Tailbone reaching back, forehead toward the floor. We take a long inhale through the nose. Maybe you shift out of your hips gently here. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, walk your hands forward, spread your fingertips wide. Exhale, shift your shoulders, tuck your toes. Move through to your down dog, lifting the tailbone, really feeling those heels reach toward the floor. Then look forward toward the front of your mat and move to the front space, settling your feet hip distance apart, anchoring them strong. Soften chest to thighs, we fold. Inhale, we lengthen to that front. Then with softness in knees, hands to thighs, cat spine away from your legs. Cow spine down toward your legs. This time that cat spine pulls us all the way up and pull our shoulders away, land our mountain pose. Inhale, we fill it up. Exhale, we open to our bows. Inhale, we reach. Hands to heart. Exhale, we fold. We prep, hands to shins, lengthen. Then as we soften the knees, that right foot does that long step back. We wiggle through the ball of the foot. The right knee lengthens. The toes drop under. We sweep our fingertips to the sky, reaching that right hip forward. And then we bring our fingertips to the floor. Here we tuck the right toe, lift the right knee, push the heel back. Take that right heel and drop it in. Move your left forearm to your left thigh. Your right arm's going to make a big circle up and over until it reaches over your ear. That open palm. Lengthen through that right side. side angle pose. Our feet are nice and strong here. We breathe, inhale. Now you're going to push off your left leg. You're going to reach your right arm back. Take that left arm forward and release your shoulders for warrior two. Feel your feet actively pressing away from each other, nice and strong. Then push off your left leg, reach to the sky, gentle warrior. Then release your arms behind your back. Do a nice shoulder roll there and feel like your knuckles are reaching toward the floor. Rebend that left knee and lower your left shoulder to the inside of your thigh, letting your head hang heavy. We're bowing. Our arms then lift, reach away from that lower back space for a humble warrior. Those legs are still nice and strong here. Then we release our fingertips down to the floor. Move the left hand on the inside. Lift that left hip, walk through to your straddle. Pinky toes are pushing away, tailbone is high. Then you lower your chest, let your head hang heavy. Move your hands to any supported pose, reaching through the legs, reaching to your ankles, whatever works best for you there. Take a long breath, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lift out of your heart. Take your left fingertips and reach out to the front. So out a little bit in front of your head. Take your right arm and reach to the right side. Then you're going to thread the needle. Right arm's going to reach over. Maybe you can grab onto your left leg, or maybe you're just reaching your fingertips, whatever one works for you. We're looking underneath the left arm. Still lifting out those hips. Now, if you can get a grab onto that left leg, you can pull, hold, inhale. Then that right hand's going to come in underneath right shoulder. Left hand moves back. We walk our whole body over to that right side. Right shin is straight up and down. We'll lower that left knee. Drop the toes. Press the top of the foot. Get strong through that right leg. Reach up, crescent lunge. Create that back bend. Reach that left hip forward. Then as you lower, left hand to the floor. Right forearm to right thigh. Tuck your left toe, lift the knee. Drop that left heel open. Now make your feet strong. Your left arm sweeps back, comes up and over as you lift your heart. Open palm reaches over the air. Side angle. Find those nice strong feet. Inhale. Now push off that right foot to pull the left arm back. Reach the right arm forward. Relax your shoulders. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Make those arms strong. Breathe. Warrior two. Hold. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Press off your right foot. Reach both arms to the sky. Gentle warrior. Release your arms behind your back. Do a nice shoulder roll back. Reach your knuckles toward the floor. Rebend your right knee, reaching it toward your pinky toe. Lower your right shoulder toward the inside of your right knee. Let your head hang heavy. Then to any degree that works for you, arms reach away from your back. Humble warrior. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Fingertips release. Right hand moves to the inside of right foot. We walk our hands back through center. Straddle legs. Chest lowers toward the floor. Arms move out to your outer ankles or maybe back to the back wall there between the knees. We hold, inhale. Exhale. Fingertips come out front. Right hand reaches a little out front. Straight down the middle though. Left arm comes out to the left side. We sweep that left arm under. Try not to change the hips. Reach it across. Maybe it's just crawling out toward those toes. Maybe it's grabbing onto the ankle or calf. Peeking underneath that right arm. Hold, inhale. Really reach, lengthen through that left side so you get into that back shoulder space. And then we release left fingertips under left shoulder. Right hand moves back. We walk over to the left side of the mat. Shift your weight forward. Step your left foot back, find your plank. Feel your palms pulling toward your toes, lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, press up and through down dog. Lift the tailbone, deepen the heels. Inhale out to your plank. Knees or toes here, elbows to ribs. Hips soften, shoulders back. This time maybe cobra or up dog. Find your breath, inhale. If you like, you can press down the tops of your feet and lift those knees. If you're doing up dog, hold inhale. Exhale, we lower. One more time. I'll take those wide elbows, shoulders back. We're on our finger pads. The chest lifts high. The left shoulder pulls back. We draw that right shoulder across as we look to the left. The right shoulder lifts. The left shoulder draws across. Think like a lizard. Draw that left shoulder back, lower the ribcage. Move the hands to the sides of the waist, shoulders back, long neck, knees or toes get strong press. Soften the knees, sit back, release, child's pose. Long breath, inhale. Exhale, side away. Again, a full breath, inhale. And exhale. With this next breath, you're going to round your spine up. You're going to be toward the back of your mat. We're just going to do some of our standing balance work before we move down to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Chin softens toward chest. As you lift your tailbone, place your feet hip distance apart. You can measure that with 2 fists between your big toes, is often a nice spacing. Toes spread wide, lower the chest. Let your arms just hang out here. Then take that low belly space. Slowly start stacking those vertebrae. Now, if you're dealing with any lower back issues, use hand support to thighs. We stack the vertebrae, pull the shoulders away, we find our mountain at the top. We lift the heart forward. Take a long inhale, fill it up. Now take those left fingertips and lift them toward the sky. Take your right hand and sweep it back. That right toe will then reach back. The left knee has a little softness. As we lift that left toe up, we will also lift the heart. Then we'll work towards bending that right knee. Maybe that right hand can grab onto that ankle. Now, if you're reaching to the inside of your ankle, your thumb is up. If you've got your outside of your ankle, thumb is down. But if you can, try to open that shoulder and give your chest more space. And then we work towards pressing the toes away on that right foot, lifting the heart forward. Breathe, inhale. Maybe you get a little bit of a forward hinge. For our young dancer out there, dancer pose. We hold, inhale. Exhale. We release that right foot. The right arm reaches over, square your hips to the front. Continue to hinge forward and lift that right heel to the back for warrior 3 pose. Hold, inhale. Try to square those hips. Bring your hands to your heart. Slowly lift your torso forward and stand your right foot down. Release your shoulders away from your ears and take a moment just to find your breath. Exhale. Again, we find those nice solid feet here. This time our right arm lifts to the sky. Left arm reaches behind. Again, if you can get that open shoulder, thumb lifted, go ahead. If that's uncomfortable, then turn it inward. Left toe comes to the back. Make sure that right knee has some softness. Find your focal point. Bend into that left leg. If you can get a grab there, go ahead. Then work towards pushing your left foot away. Reaching your right fingertips up. So we get a big a bit of a back bend, like our crescent lunge here. And then maybe we work towards that forward hinge. Hold, inhale. And exhale. A cramp in my big toe. Hold one more breath. Then we release that left arm, reach it forward, hinge, try to get that torso parallel to the floor. Flex that left ankle, push that heel back. Try to square your shoulders and hips. 1 or 3. Hold, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Torso lifts, left foot stands, shoulders release, give it a shake. Good work. Allowing your chin to soften to your chest, release your arms. We're going to soften all our joints as we slowly work our torso down. Make sure your knees, ankles, hips, everything has softness here. Don't want to sway against any locked joints. Your head is hanging heavy, arms are just hanging out. And then we'll bring fingertips to the floor. Walk your little fingertips forward enough to bring your knees to the floor. Bring your hips to the side and bring your legs around. Make sure you've got some mat behind you. We'll bring our hands behind the knees, soften the chin, draw that belly space, and gently roll down to your back. Bring your fingertips to the base of your skull. Lift the base of your skull away from your shoulders to lengthen your neck. Then soften the back of the head down there. Relax your jaw. Bring your hands to your knees and draw some nice circles. And then circle in the other way. Keeping your left knee drawn in close to you, take your right leg, stretch it away. Take a deep breath, inhale, feeling the lower back reaching toward the floor. Then you'll bring right hand to the outside of that left knee. Drop left arm to the left, draw that knee and hip up and over to your right side. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder and just breathe into that nice rotation of the spine, that left outer hip, into that glute. One more inhale. And exhale. Left knee comes back to center. Right knee draws in. We'll hang on to that right leg as that left leg lengthens away. Again, we feel the lower back space reaching down into the floor. Then we drop right arm to the right, left hand draws right knee and hip up and over to that left side. Right shoulder flat to the floor. Take a deep breath. Side away. Again, inhale. And exhale. Both knees come back to center. Toes up to the sky, fingertips reach shoulders and hips heavy. Maybe you go into your happy baby here, bending your knees, reaching toward toes or ankles, allowing that lower back space to rock across the floor. Maybe you place a block underneath your hips and do a supported shoulder stand, or if you like a regular shoulder stand and you find that relaxing, you're welcome to go there. One more inhale. With your next exhale, release your toes to the floor. Choose to either drop into your butterfly leg, your knee-up pose, or any variation of corpse pose, knees bent, legs extended. And just feel your body sink, get heavy into your mat. Move a long inhale through your nose, filling your lungs and belly space. Slowly exhale it out through your nose as well. Again, a long, slow inhale through your nose. Long, slow exhale, emptying those lungs. Then we'll bring light movement back to fingertips and toes, ankles and wrists. And then step your feet in. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Then one more time, we'll hug those knees into the chest. Feeling that tailbone gently pull away from the floor, lengthening the lower back. Then you can drop this pose over to the side or move straight up through the middle, softening the chin, finding any seat that works best for you. With those shoulders releasing away from the ears, the lifting out of the sides of the waist, we take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, feel your shoulders drop into your back pockets. Keep those shoulder blades released as fingertips touch the sky. Hands move to heart center. And we take a gentle bow forward as we say, Namaste. Good work.